With the recent release of Season 3 for Modern Warfare 2, Activision has brought a lot of great features to this update, such as new multiplayer maps, night vision, new armor plates, Warzone and DMZ, and much more. At this point, I believe that MW2 is heading in the right direction, and the state of the game is at an all-time high. But as soon as I started to feel this way, Activision had to pop the air in my balloon. They took the breath right out of my body, being the little greedy rats that they are. You might ask, what did they add that made me feel this way? The answer is pretty simple and one that everyone has heard before. Pay-to-win bundles and the premium battle pass, Blackcell. Before I start ranting about the pay-to-win bundles, Blackcell has to be discussed. If you are unaware of what Blackcell is, it is the premium version of the Battle Pass. You get 1100 COD points, 20 tier skips, a new operator, 12 skins for your operators, a couple of skins for your guns and vehicles, and unlocking the Battle Pass all for the price of $29.99. Now, why is this a big deal? Is it because of the little Call of Duty gremlin that I am, I bought this and may have felt buyer's remorse instantly? Maybe, but that's not the point right now. It is the fact that this can set a bad precedent going forward. Depending on how successful Blackcell sales are, Activision and other companies could start implementing a premium battle pass for every season, and people will get it because of FOMO, or fear of missing out. Companies can and will slowly start raising the price of these premiums, and people will gobble that up every single time. I'm not against companies adding additional content to liven the game up, but when you have to pay real money for a marked up battle pass, it makes me worry about how a premium battle pass will be transformed in today's gaming. Granted, I may be too harsh on the subject as I can simply not buy it, and I can't deny some of its perks like skipping 20 tiers and getting an additional 1100 COD points. Now, without a doubt, the thing that gets me the most is what Activision is doing with DMZ by adding pay-to-win bundles. If you go through my videos, you'll see that I made a few DMZ videos already. Honestly, despite all of its flaws and issues, DMZ is my favorite part of MW2. So when I see that these bundles are being added, it irritates me because it's incentivizing people to spend money to receive better performances. The problem with this is that the fun in DMZ is the struggle to become successful. From spawning with nothing and gaining power through looting and combat is the thrill of the game. By buying these pay-to-win bundles, players are getting a head start and missing out on a major aspect of the game. As of now though, there have been 2 operator bundles to have a DMZ feature. The first one was the Bomb Squad bundle for Fender. The operator had a perk of spawning with a medium backpack if the slot was available, a minute cooldown for using the bundle's weapon in the inserted slot, and an extra active loadout. The other bundle is the Ghost Pack for, as you would imagine, Ghost. When using the operator, you spawn with a 2-plate vest if the slot is available, get a 15-minute weapon cooldown for the bundle's weapon, and an extra active loadout. The extra active loadouts are not that big of an issue for me, but it's the other perks that are the problems. Regardless if you play as Ghost or Fender, using their armor plates or backpack perks gives an immediate advantage. It allows for players to skip the struggle and the rise to power in DMZ. Players can now become more aggressive when they spawn in, or they can loot more than what they normally should. Let's say that the person who bought the bundle dies, they are rewarded with the perks as soon as the next match begins. Similar to my thoughts about Blackcell, I hate these pay-to-win bundles because of the direction they can go. More and more operators are going to be added, and it's going to take away the soul, thrill, and purpose of DMZ. What makes DMZ special is the rise and grind to power. Giving people shortcuts takes that away. With DMZ lacking features compared to other extraction-based games, Activision cannot add features that will have a negative consequence on the game, as it can and will kill the remaining fan base. Earlier I mentioned I only had 2 problems with this game, but actually I have 2 more. With the Ghost Pack, how many times are we going to resell Ghost and at the same $20 value? With this pack, he is just skinned the same as he was from the original MW2. The only difference this time is that you can have the hood up. It is pathetic of Activision to rely on the nostalgia of iconic characters and adding slight alterations to them to make them seem different. Since we are talking about pathetic attempts of relying on nostalgia, the other issue I have has to do with the maps and multiplayer. If you have played the OG Modern Warfare 2, you will know that there are many iconic maps such as High Rise, Afghan, Terminal, Estate, Scrapyard, Rust, Skid Row, and much more. The original MW2 was just iconic. In this MW2, some of the OG maps that have been brought back have either been partially returned or been transferred over to Ground War. For example, Terminal and Afghan have been brought back but only as Ground War maps. The mansion from the Estate is used in the new Light lighthouse map as well. It just does not make any sense to me now that we are in Season 3, there is yet to be a true OG map added to the core modes. This seems like a huge missed opportunity, and I do not see any reason why they are not here yet. For a game that is relying on the nostalgia and iconicness of the original MW2, I just cannot fathom and understand why those original maps are not here. Alright everyone, I think it's high time that I get off my soapbox and let it be. I am simply worried about the direction that Call of Duty could be heading in, and I disagree with the added paid content that can ruin the playstyle of DMZ. If you have any thoughts about Call of Duty and the direction it is heading, feel free to put a comment down below. Thanks for watching the video, and as always, take care.